They don't. Do you?
Yay!
Ricochet.
Rick O'Shea.
Oh, holy crap!
Are you still reading spoilers?
No, the Miz's baby girl. Who posted this? Did you post this?
No, wait, the baby's here?
The baby's here.
Yay, that's not Miss WrestleMania.
Breaking news!
Hey, breaking news.
Also, there's a baby.
Monroe Sky Mizanin.
Good lord.
That's so extra.
Okay, if I didn't post
Why
this,
don't you just call her like Mary?
and if she didn't post it,
Just
and
check
you
the
didn't post it,
Just look underneath the byline.
it doesn't say on Android.
Alright, I'll look. I'll see.
Somebody posted it. I wonder if it was Arnold.
The guy that didn't have the balls to show up in drizzling weather.
In drizzling weather.
Are you already live?
Are we? We're live?
Yeah.
Wait, son of a
Why
bitch.
didn't y'all tell me to shut up?
We save it until the show officially starts.
Hey, Porsche. She gave me
Stop
that.
stealing my thunder and stop offering if you're not serious. Are we ready or are we ready?
I guess we're ready. We're already fucking live. You son of a bitch. New Japan Rising. Is that what you entitled this one? New Japan Rising.
Arigato.
Yeah, middle fucking WrestleMania season. You know what we're talking
It's
about.
Arnold, by the way.
All right. Live from Studio 511. It's the 200 whatever 78th edition of Houston Wrestling
You wanna try that again?
Radio. Nah, I don't want to try it again. They know what's up. This is Abel.
This is Arnold.
No, god damn it.
Fusion.
No, you're Chris. Chris. This is
Still,
Chris.
nobody likes
You
that
got
guy.
you got the little star tattoo on your neck.
Nobody likes that guy.
He's got the Blink 182 Blink 182 tattoo on his leg. You don't have that one.
Oh, ew.
The take off your pants and jacket.
Ew.
Yeah.
Just when I thought I had respect for Arnold, just
You don't like Blink 182?
I like is a strong word. I just giving him shade because he ain't here.
Yes.
We've been passing enough shade the last 15-20 minutes off air.
Yeah.
That he
damn.
needed some.
Everybody has been getting.
But I'm gonna be paying tribute to Arnold tonight.
Oh, why is that?
Yes.
Oh,
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll
We'll get there. That is what we call a tease, folks. Tease. Yes. Yes. Okay. Well then, if you're joining us live, thank you so much. We very much appreciate it. Log into your YouTube or Google account, and then you could chat along with us in the live chat. And I have you pulled up right here on the old smartphone. And if you could do anything like say hi, ask us questions, talk shit, fact check us, whatever. I'll see it in the live chat, and I'll try to include you as best as I can in the show. And already, right off the bat, Daniel Price. What's up, Daniel?
Yeah, somebody
Welcome.
showed up on time.
Thank you for tuning in. Yes, on time would be 8 p.m. Central Standard Time every Wednesday night for anybody that's catching this maybe on the replay, because you can still catch us on replay, and you can interact with us on Facebook, facebook.com/Houston Wrestling Radio, or on Twitter at H Wrestling Radio, or on the Instagram. And things on here on YouTube, so you know that we're live and all that stuff. So anyway, Daniel says strong style evolved, better than everything WWE this week except for Shinsuke Nakamura. Chris, you were at Strong Style Evolved. You flew all the way over there to wherever the fuck it was. New Orleans?
Long Beach.
Long Beach. That's over by New York, right? Long Beach.
Seattle.
Oh, Seattle. There you go.
Well, technically, because I'm a miser, I flew to. And then from Vegas, I got a $120 rental. And I drove from Vegas to Los Angeles. So I did LA Saturday and Sunday.
Did you win anything while you're in
timing?
Vegas?
WrestleMania 21. This is the jersey this week, celebrating WrestleMania from Staples Center.
Yeah.
It was probably one of the altogether, even before the pay-per-view, it was one of the best days of my existence.
God damn, really?
Oh, fuck yes.
Was it one of the best days of your life?
Yes. So one thing I didn't get to do last year, just to veer off of it a little bit, because we're not just a wrestling show. Last year, I drove up to the Ojai Mountains.
Hi.
Yeah, California Highway 33. There was some flooding because it had rained there, so it flooded some of the streets. I couldn't drive up there all the way. There was no issue this time, so I got a nice hour, 15-minute workout. That street like dips and curves, chicanes, hills, rocks. There's some poor guy in front of me didn't notice a big boulder the size of like your head on the street after a blind curve and blew out his tire. Ooh. And you're in the mountains. There's no cell phone reception, there's nobody helping you, especially crotch rockets. There's no speed limit there either. I hit 85 at one point up there.
Wow.
At the edge of the mountains. And so yeah, you're going like this. I have my one foot on the brake, one hand on the gas, both hands on the wheels. Yeah, I was channeling my inner Midnight Club.
Nice.
So already before I even got to watch any wrestling, my day was like here. And then New Japan happened, and then it went woof.
Okay.
So Arnold did this gag on video. It didn't sound good. It didn't sound good on audio because couldn't see it.
Right.
End of the year special last year because I actually downloaded some old episodes that listened to us.
Oh, look at you!
Yeah, 9 hours of driving.
Yeah. Because we also do this just audio only. YouTube Red or whatever, want to close the app but still listen to us, you could download us on Podbean. Why are you taking off your shirt? Holy shit. I look at the camera and then I turn and you're taking off your shirt. Oh, look at that.
Wrestlemania this week. Bullet Club, Limited, LA style.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
That show. Oddly enough, either today or yesterday, it popped up on my Facebook timeline on this day. That 2 years ago we went and saw Lucha Underground at South by Southwest, and we were all like, man, WrestleMania's got a high bar to clear this year.
Yes.
Flashbacks, man. That Sunday show set the fuck. Had 3 matches listed. There were 9. That show was 4.5 hours long. I got my money's worth. Everybody got their money's worth. So much so, before the main event, they did announce that they are coming back. In July
of this year.
Yes.
Holy shit.
That's not the kicker.
Quick turnaround.
You think Ring of Honor's goal is lofty, having sold 5,000 tickets for Supercard at WrestleMania? They're going in July, New Japan, to the same arena where Eddie Guerrero beat Brock Lesnar to become heavyweight champion. They're going to be in the Cow Palace in San Francisco in July. You can easily fit 12,000 people in there.
Wow.
So if this 100 seats sold out in 45 seconds, warm up for the G1 Climax tournament in the next month in August, that's a pretty lofty goal.
Wow.
And who knows? I might have some more vacation time coming up.
Ah, Jesus, this guy.
I'm stuck between Cow Palace or the All-In show from Bullet Club because they recently announced Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix will both be wrestling there. Yeah. So yeah, if you saw Pentagon and Phoenix wrestle, they don't disappoint. They're worth your hard-earned money.
Yes.
So
I agree.
So yeah, there's a lot going on this year.
Okay.
A lot. So
I didn't watch any of it at all. Yeah, I know. I suck. So
do you have it recorded?
Where
it was Access Television.
It was on TV?
Access Television had it live.
Oh.
The New Japan's network. You still have my credentials.
Yeah, I have that. I figured that's how I would watch it if I had a chance. But we're moving. This is actually the last episode from Studio 511.
So you have 1 week to come up with a studio name for this new joint.
For the new studio. I don't know. I might need your help on that one.
Oh, shit.
You're the creative one.
Oh.
So, but yeah, we're moving this week. So I barely fit in NXT and 205 right before you showed up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you'll make some time.
Okay.
Want to get some homework because, dude, this card from top to bottom, there was something for everything. So, whoever didn't watch last week episode, I'm gonna just run down these matches real quick, and I'm just judged by your reactions.
All right.
What we have.
Wait. See, so these are the matches that you saw.
Yes.
Okay.
Roppongi 3000 defeated SoCal Uncensored, which is Scorpion Sky, Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian. Those 3, 6-man tag.
I'm not sure who Scorpion Sky is.
He wrestled in Wrestle Circus a couple times. Okay, but I'm not too familiar with him either. Juice Robinson and David Finlay beat Gato and Hiroki Goto.
Who's David Finlay?
Fit Finlay's kid.
Fit Finlay's kid, really?
Yeah, he's been there for a couple years now.
Okay.
Killer Elite Squad beat Chucky T and Toriano. Chucky T, I have a faint glimpse of him, but Toriano is like their Santino, their comedy guy, and he was over like fucking Rover. One of my highlights of this night, the Heat Magnet, Cody Rhodes, teamed up with the villain Marty Scurll to beat Gorillas of Destiny in a tag match.
Ooh. That sounds good.
Not only that, dude, people hate Cody right now like they're hating Trump. He grabbed the mic, and people were already booing. And freaking Marty Scurll's like, what's going on? And then Marty would grab the mic, and everybody would cheer ridiculously.
And he is the villain.
And he's a villain. And then Cody grabbed the mic, and everyone's like, whoa. Oh, dude. And that went on for like the entire match, dude.
Wow.
Dude, Cody right now is on something else, dude. He's really refined the character. Like that already. That set the bar pretty high for Cody versus Kenny Omega at Supercard next weekend at WrestleMania, but we'll get into that next weekend. 8-man tag. Los Ingobernables, Tetsuya Naito, Bushi, Hiromu Takahashi, and Sanada beat Hiroshi Tanahashi, Dragon Lee, Kushida, and Ryusuke Takahashi.
Okay.
That was fun. Ray actually showed up.
Ray Rowe? What?
Rey Mysterio. Because he tore his bicep a couple of weeks. He was supposed to fight Jushin Thunder Liger at that show, but he showed up, apologized, and he made it pretty clear. Made it obvious for people that were too hung up in the moment. Just because I can't have the match today doesn't mean it's not going to happen eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to eventually see Ray versus Liger. Instead, Liger put over the junior heavyweight champion Will Ospreay.
Oh.
And Ospreay is on a mission to create a legacy for himself. So he already beat Liger. So what's the natural thing to do when you got the boy ringside? He challenged Rey Mysterio. Will Ospreay against Rey Mysterio for the junior heavyweight title. So whenever Rey gets healed. So I'm not sure when that's going to be.
Whenever your arm ain't limp.
Minoru Suzuki from Suzuki Gun.
Okay, yeah. Daniel was saying something about Suzuki. The crowd popping for Suzuki during Kazni Nair. What the hell is that? Was great. He would have cried if it wasn't so fucking tough.
That's his theme song, and there's a point during the song where the crowd sings Kazi Nair, and everybody sang it, and you could tell Suzuki kind of like he wasn't expecting that. And so Zack Sabre Jr. and Suzuki, they beat the team of Okada and Ishii. The Super J Cup, Zack Sabre won, so this weekend Zack Sabre Jr. versus Kazuchika Okada for the heavyweight title.
Okay.
The significance is Zack Sabre Jr. made the stone-faced pitbull Tomohiro Ishii tap out.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. And
wow.
He stretched out Okada like a fucking pretzel in that match. So Okada's learning firsthand. This might not be just your regular scrub from the UK. This might actually be a threat. And they did a good job of making him a threat by actually making him tap out a guy that beat the shit out of everybody with his brain, just like, yeah, Ishii's like, he's relentless.
Yeah.
You've seen some of the matches.
No, I've seen that. Hold on. Juan, Robert, welcome.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for joining us. And people are lining up here with your New Japan talk.
They've been asking for New Japan for months.
Oh, especially Robert.
Yeah.
What happened to Hector? Hector used to always ask about it. I haven't seen him in the live chat. Yeah, he probably did.
The top.
He probably did.
Jay White and Hangman Page was the buffer because people were fucking over in this tag match with Okada versus Sabre. And not just as a decent buffer match, I actually liked this match. You know, we saw Wrestle Kingdom. We were like, what the fuck's a Jay White? I don't get a switchblade. I don't understand what's going on. With the one side of his face is all covered. I could actually have done that right now, but I'm too lazy. A really good match.
Okay,
it was very good.
Is it just like his in ring is really good, but he has a shitty character, or is it the character developing?
I think it's the character development because, like, for example, we get 3 hours of Raw, 2 hours of SmackDown, an hour of NXT, and then an hour of 205, and then main event and Superstars. There's a whole bunch of WWE television.
Yeah,
we don't have access to much New Japan shows, so we can't see weekly the evolution of a Switchblade as opposed to the evolution of a Bray Wyatt or a Finn Balor or
whatever.
Anybody, you know, so it's getting there. But dude, he was actually winning a lot of fans over, and Hangman Page was doing a lot to help his cause because they were beating the fuck out of each other.
Daniel says White versus Page deserves more credit than people are giving it beforehand. It was a good match.
I agree completely. And it was weird because with it being the buffer in between Okada and Sabre in the main event, I even called it, dude. From the moment that the event started for 4 hours, the concession line was like 100 people deep.
Damn.
And it finally died down because everybody wanted to see Okada and Sabre.
Concession or merch?
Concession.
Okay.
So I stood up right at the end of Zack Sabre Jr. tapping out Ishii because I was like, all right, I'm going to take advantage of this. I'm going to get something to drink, something. And I was in line for like 2 minutes. And as soon as that bell rang, like everybody came out because they thought Jay White and fucking Hangman was going to be a sleeper.
Yeah.
Dude, it was solid, man. I would say it was match of the night. However, you're going to kill me for this.
I don't know if I'm going to kill you.
My match of the week pick.
Okay.
Is Golden Lovers versus Young Bucks.
I'm not going to kill you for that. Why would I kill you for that?
Because me personally, March 28th, this is my personal match of the year. On my personal list, this match is my match of the year.
God damn, really? What the fuck?
Yeah. Something about New Japan this year has really been kicking people in the balls, and people are still wanting more. And this fucking match, dude, it all starts with the build. Why are we having this match? The Young Bucks are stepping into the heavyweight tag division because they feel slighted that now that Omega and Ibushi are back together again, they claim that they're the best tag team in New Japan. Of course, Young Bucks are going to disagree with that, so they took the challenge. The story in this fucking match, dude. Yeah. Matt Jackson, the stubborn brother that does it, that believes he's right, and then Nick's like, "Oh, come on, man, you're making this worse than it is." They were doing some stuff that I wasn't expecting. Of course, there's a botch in there where the Lovers try to do their signature tandem move, and Ibushi completely failed that miserably. Oh my god. I went back and watched this match on YouTube. I sent you guys the links. Yes, I wanted to hear the commentary with Jim Ross and Josh Barnett, and they were really hammering home the divide of the friends becoming enemies and the disrespect. And you can see during the match where like Matt Jackson's ready to do like the Meltzer driver, and Nick's like, "Oh man, we don't need to go that far." Kenny Omega pulled the gun at Matt and ready to hit him with the V trigger, and he like dropped. He's like the crowd's chanting no, and he like drops his hand down, and then freaking Matt Jackson super kicks him, and then Kota Ibushi kicks Matt in the face. Then Kota grabs Kenny's hand and goes like this, pulls out the hand like the gun. It's like, do it, fucking do it, kill him. And Kenny like psychs himself up and knocks him out. And then there's a point where Kenny's gonna hit Matt with the one-winged angel, and he's got him like in the electric chair position, and he's down him saying, "Nah, I can't do this. I don't want to do this." Matt grabs his hand and says, "Woo! Are we there?" Yeah.
There it is.
I wish we could see how far back the mic went out.
Yeah. What was the last thing y'all heard? Oh, wait.
Are we there? Yeah.
There we go.
So like I was saying, the one thing, it made me garner sympathy for the Young Bucks that I never thought would get that far. Cody comes out, heat magnet, yelling at the Young Bucks. He had one fucking job, and he pushes Matt to the floor. Cody, like, just pissed. Here come the Golden Lovers back. And Cody runs around out of the ring, takes off. And Kenny gets on his knees and tells Nick, he's like, "Hey man, I know we just killed each other. I got your back. If you ever need anything, you know we got you." And then he sticks his hand out, literally like, "Come with me if you want to live," like straight up Terminator. And Nick grabs his hand. He gets picked up, and they hug, and you could tell their emotion there. And then Kenny looks over to Matt, "Come with me if you want to live." And Matt's like, stewing. And instead of getting helped up and taking his hand, he rolls out of the ring. And Nick follows him. So of course they're fucking brothers, so Nick follows him. And they're limping out of the ring. And then Kenny and they have the mic, and he closes the show and thanks everybody for showing up. Whew! 4.5 hours, man. Was
that the main event?
Yes,
okay.
That was the main event. That's what everybody bought. You spent their hard-earned money to travel to see, and there were Japanese people there too. There are several people that traveled from Japan to be at this show for that match.
Okay, so you're saying that you're putting this on your own personal match of the year list.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't watch this. I don't think Arnold watched it because he said earlier in the day that he hadn't got a chance to or whatever.
He has it recorded,
but he's not here anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So, if you're willing to say that it's on your own personal list, putting HWR aside, all that stuff, I know you would want this to be on the HWR list, match of your candidates. That way, at the end of the year, when we do our year in review episode, we could, give it a thumbs up or thumbs down for it to be the match of the year. Since I haven't watched it, he's not here to defend himself. Let me ask some of the people listening. I know Robert's out there, Daniel's out there. I think Juan's still there. Guys, what do you say? Is this match match of the year worthy? Let me know. Just show up here in the comments. Let me know what you say.
Okay.
So if
set the bar, no pun intended, for this upcoming WrestleMania weekend. Takeover, Supercard, WrestleMania, everything.
All right.
Lucha versus Impact.
Let me ask you something here. Okay. The big knock on the Young Bucks is always that, and I think Daniel even said something about that in here. This is exactly what he says, and I'll say what I was about to say, which was, I can't stand the Bucks, but the subplot to the build, well done. The thing with the Bucks is that they're always being
spot monkeys.
Yeah, spot monkeys. People always throw shade at them because they're like, oh, they just do too many super kicks and they do too much of this and that, and they can't have psychology or emotion. But what I'm hearing out of you describing this match is that there's nothing but emotion in this match.
Well, I'm not saying there's nothing but emotion. Again, they hit the nail right on the head. This is a Young Bucks match.
Okay.
But if you go into this match not expecting a spot fest, just soak in what you're seeing. Just listen to the commentary, watch the story that's being told in front of you. Everything else around the spots not only make the spots make sense, but it distracts you from having that opinion, like every other Bucks match where this is just like fucking Cirque du Soleil on a fucking mat.
Okay.
There's a lot more going on than just this. There's more to the match. But the thing is, I don't want to dive too deep into this because, again, Houston Wrestling Radio history. What happens when one of us says to the other guys, "Hey man, you gotta watch this shit, brother"?
Yeah. Well, but this is something that I've been feeling with the Bucks for a while.
Oh, so have I. They're fun to watch. It's entertaining.
No.
But
I think that they get too much guff for being the guys that are only spot monkeys and they can't do any of that stuff, because I've seen it where they sell. And they sell appropriately, and they include all these other storylines. And the shit with like being the elite, that's nothing but character development. And they do all the funny shit that gets people to buy the fucking t-shirts and watch the fucking shows and this and that. I think there's a lot more to them than what their critics say.
This proves you right.
Okay, that was my question.
This is ammunition for your argument to everybody else that thinks that.
Okay. Juan says, yep, match of the week for sure. Well, he put match of the week. I think maybe he meant match of the year. Robert says that yes, he and Liam, which is his puppy, both agree. Yes. Daniel says this, JR's commentary annoyed me. I switched over to Japanese commentary. This is the second NJPW stateside show in a row where Ross has botched badly.
He's had his moments, yeah. To his defense also, when you've had about 3 years of either Don Callis and Kevin Kelly or Kevin Kelly and Steve Corino on commentary, hearing Jim Ross use Japanese lingo, calling Japanese moves, I don't want to say it's off-putting, but it doesn't sound the same. I would and Don Callis. That being said,
Or Morrow.
That being said, I have seen enough New Japan with JR and Barnett that there is a chemistry between those two that makes the commentary tolerable. But that also that fault on Jim Ross also falls back on the New Japan stuff. We're so used to having Kevin Kelly and Don Callis right now that you don't have. If Jim Ross did these every month and that was the English version on the New Japan Network, by now Jim would have probably been a lot more fluent. He wouldn't have had any hiccups. At least Barnett's covering him on some of the moves.
The first round of the Mae Young Classic, goddamn, JR sucked. But by the time we got to the finals, he corrected some stuff. Yeah. He would stop saying, "Oh, she likes boats." Like, he's like, "Oh, she likes semen." Oh, god damn it. Daniel disagrees about match of the year candidacy for this match. He says the main event, no, good, but not match of the year candidate. My match of the year so far is Naito versus Okada. But that's on our list too. Naito versus Okada from Wrestle Kingdom, isn't it?
Nope. No, Omega versus Jericho is. You guys didn't even make it to Okada.
Right, that's right.
Because that's what y'all wanted to watch.
Right.
That's what drew y'all to the pay-per-view.
So we got 2 out of 3 in the live chat, and we're saying yes. Do we want to put it as a candidacy? We're not calling it match of the year. We're saying match of the year candidate. So at the end of the year, we review, and then out of those we pick.
I would legitimately want you guys to watch it.
Okay. So we'll Arnold, come back if you're watching, you have homework.
And I have no excuse because you're not here.
And I got to figure out a way to watch it, I guess. I'll go over to his place and watch it.
Yeah.
Because I don't have it recorded. I thought I was just watching it. Well, I could watch it on New Japan Network, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it should be up there.
Yeah, New Japan World. Yeah. Okay. All right. Is that it for the Japanesies?
Oh, yeah, that's it. I don't have another shirt.
You don't have another shirt? You fucking Mark.
Dude, I love this shirt. This is a Cospa shirt. I had no idea what a Cospa shirt was until I got there.
Cospa?
Cospa. So this is a Japanese clothing company. So this is Japanese style material.
Oh.
So this doesn't shrink like the 100% cotton bullshit that you buy at Hot Topic.
So it's made out of rice.
That explains a lot.
That was fucking racist. Good Lord, I'm sorry.
I was waiting for you to go like this.
Shut up.
So we still have the big show coming up in 2 weeks, WrestleMania.
Well,
you want to get SmackDown out of the way real quick?
Sure, let's talk SmackDown.
Nakamura,
yes,
versus Shelton Benjamin.
Yes,
what'd you think?
It was a good match.
Yeah.
It wasn't as gripping as I thought it would be.
It left me wanting a little more.
It did leave me wanting a little bit more, and also left me not paying as much attention as I thought I should have when it was first announced earlier in the show. Maybe it's because they haven't done a whole lot for Benjamin. Like they stuck him with Gable, and that had a little bit of promise, and then they kind of heel turned him. And what are they doing? Yeah. They've done Bupkis, and like. They kind of had Bupkis with Gable when it was Gable trying to recruit Jason Jordan in NXT, and he really carved out a little niche for himself, and then more eyeballs got to him. But it seems like on the main roster, like they don't even give him the opportunity to carve out a niche so that you could get more eyeballs. It's like, all right, we'll slap you with Shelton Benjamin. That should be enough to get you over, and then like. Totally forgot
especially
about it.
Once they split the teams after the roster split or the brand split, and he had those first couple of solo matches. Like, holy shit, Chad Gable in the mid card for like the U.S. title would be freaking really good to watch. Now we're sticking with Benjamin.
I'm sorry. Robert Medlin says, "Is it 2 sizes too small like other Japanese shirts?"
1. I'm afraid to wash this. And it was raining. That's why it was so convenient that I had 2 shirts over this one.
Oh, Jesus. Wait, what the hell? Okay, I'm not sure what this means. Maybe you could tell me what this means. Juan says, shout out to Josh Barnett's Tainted Supplements. Brock versus Josh in UFC rematch in WWE. You know what the hell he's talking about?
No.
No. Swing and a miss, Juan.
It must have been some of the Ico Pro.
I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. Continue.
No, just I was expecting a lot of Gable solo, and I'm hoping now they give him a chance. Dude, even now, fuck it. Why not throw Gable in the mid-card title right now? Picture right now. You throw in Gable against Orton, against Rude,
okay,
against Jinder.
Sure.
We already saw him against Rusev. That was pretty.
Yeah.
How about him versus Ziggler?
Sure, why not?
You know, but
I mean, Gable can hold his own against anybody. He held his own against Cena, and he looked good doing it.
Yeah.
You know, Gable is somebody that they are, for lack of a better term, they're sleeping on him, man. Like
maybe on purpose.
Yeah.
Just to see if they have other projects above him that are gonna float or sink, knowing that if we need something in the last minute, we know Gable can come through.
All right. So Dangle brings up a point. Nakamura's beaten Gable and Shelton 2 weeks in a row. Does that mean next week, the go home show, we're gonna have AJ and Nakamura versus Benja Gable?
Why not?
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's your paint by numbers WWE, TV booking.
Yeah.
Which Benja Gable is just TV fodder for
Do you
the
risk
main
that
eventers.
though? Charlotte's hurt. If it was serious, then there went your fucking Asuka versus Charlotte main event match at Mania.
Well, Charlotte's not that hurt. She had oral surgery, something about like her wisdom teeth or some shit. I don't know. Something was going on with her teeth. So she's not dying.
Okay.
She'll be fine.
Just precaution though.
As far as I know, as according to News with a Z, I'm not her oral surgeon. I haven't been in her mouth.
I'd go other places before I'd ever get to the mouth. Have you seen those pictures? He went there. This is just a reaction. Oh, fuck. Speaking of the U.S. title picture, how about that tag match? Orton and Rude, 2 guys that are the black hole for you, against Jinder Mahal.
I got to be honest, I didn't pay attention to the match until Rusev won.
What?
Like, all I heard was 1, 2, 3. Oh, the match is over. And then
music.
Rusev is, he's holding up his hand. And I'm like, holy fuck, Rusev, what the hell?
Now it's a fatal 4-way.
And now it's a fatal. I'm on Rusev Day, no less. It's going to be Rusev Mania.
That's a shame.
I literally went from 6 to midnight on my anticipation level for that fucking match.
Midnight is 12 for people that don't have a clock.
Yes.
Or go Zulu.
Only because of fucking Rusev.
The only disappointing thing about that, the word on the street is that Shane's got diverticulitis. He might miss Mania.
Yes.
Brian, who's already a pop magnet,
Yes.
you team him with Rusev, who right now is a pop magnet in front of a WrestleMania crowd that loves that is attracted to pop magnets. That would have been that's a WrestleMania moment right there that fucking writes itself.
Yeah. But it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, well, obviously not now.
Not now.
But
all right.
Rusev does, for me also, does raise my anticipation level a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I was interested in Jinder being in the match just for the possibility of Jinder spreading his xenophobia around the country, holding a U.S. title.
Mm-hmm.
That's easily writable as far as booking and storyline wise.
With Rusev or Jinder?
With Jinder.
Okay.
But now Rusev, just because it's fucking Rusev on Rusev Day, makes it more interesting.
This could be the polar opposite of his other U.S. title run if he wins. Because U.S. title run, he was trying to be, foreign bad guy heel, but he could be, I came to America. I love America. In America, I can have my own day every day. And
that's the perfect foil for Jinder.
Yes.
Jinder being the xenophobic and Rusev actually coming around, knowing the American way, having the U.S. title.
Which is what they tried to do with Jinder versus Shinsuke, and it didn't really work.
But that's what they tried to do with Jinder, period, during his heavyweight run.
Well, yeah, but more specifically, you had foreign guy versus foreign guy with, Nakamura, and they tried to have Nakamura be the face, but it didn't really work because Nakamura couldn't pull off the heel and the
The English?
No, the promos. Yeah, like easy for me to say. Yeah, he couldn't pull off the
color
promos.
commentator for DZW.
I know, right?
Stuck.
Yeah, right here. Yeah. But Rusev, on the other hand, with Aiden English by his side, they could
Sing.
They could foil off of whatever Jinder's doing way better than Nakamura could. Yeah, that could be good. Porsche sitting on the couch over there says, I want Rusev in the motherfucking tank again. Rusev in the motherfucking tank.
Camo Hummer.
All red, white, and blue, dude. Because he's gonna win the US title.
Dude, if
he's gonna be like, I love America. What a country.
He comes to the ring waving the Bulgarian flag. He wins the match. Goes under the ring, pulls out the big American flag, starts waving it. It's over. It's over. It blows all Trump minds.
It could be like the Eastern European version of Coming to America.
Yes.
It's like Grand Theft Auto 4 with Nico all over again.
Word. Becky Lynch survives a riot.
Yeah, she did. What the hell are they doing with the Riot Squad? Do I care about the Riot Squad? Should I care about the Riot Squad? I like Ruby Riott in NXT, and I really would like for Sarah Logan to do something with her life, and I really would like Liv Morgan to get a little bit better than what she is now instead of being taller. Instead of being a knockoff Carmella. You know,
I think
she's a Carmella that you could buy on Harwin.
I think the Riot Squad became the Big Show black hole of the entire women's division. Other than Charlotte and Asuka, there's not one woman wrestler right now on SmackDown that I would bother watching on television. I would rather go on YouTube and watch like some random movie trailers while the match is going on because I don't have DVR. I stream it online, so I have to find something other to occupy my time. And the women's division right now, if it wasn't for Asuka moving over to the women's division right now, SmackDown's women's division has negative interest for me right now. Negative.
Robert Midland says, Riot Job Squad.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's true.
Fit that on a shirt.
It's true.
The bludgeoning of the New Day.
Okay.
Are we getting? They announced a triple threat for that
They
yet?
announced it's official.
So it's triple threat.
Official. Triple threat at Manias.
All the multi-mans. Give me.
Yes. This is the Orgy Mania.
Everybody got to get a payday.
Everybody got to get a payday. Everybody got to get a payday. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. You know how I've been very critical of the hammer gimmick.
No.
This past week, I think it was the ring, and he was holding up the hammer, chasing off the New Day and the Usos, and he went to go swing, and they jumped out of the ring, and he hit the canvas. And the canvas, as everybody knows, is, you know, has a little bit of give to it. This is supposed to be a big-ass motherfucking hammer. Just went thunk. And that's it. The hammer fucking gimmick is dead. I'm telling you. It was so weak sauce, man. Like, yeah. But there's also wood underneath there, man. They should have fucking rigged it. They should have gimmicked it to where that part of the ring would have broken under or something like that. So, oh, we gotta take an extended break, have a fucking backstage interview or something like that while the crew is out there fixing the ring because he fucking hit it with that hammer. God damn, that would have been so much better, but it said no. Like, hit the canvas.
You wouldn't have had to complain that they made it so fake that they had to rig the ring. You wouldn't have complained either way.
No, man, because that's what I'm wanting. I'm wanting them to show weight to the hammer, to show that this thing is a legit fucking hammer, not fucking painted styrofoam. You know? I'm sorry, man.
That's all you, man.
I'm sorry. Wait, what about you? How do you feel about that?
I missed that segment. I'm recovering because from jet lag and from driving and from staying up late on the strip. So I was in and out of SmackDown. I did watch 205, however.
Are we jumping already to 205?
Yeah.
Wait. We didn't talk about Brian. Did we?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Brian brought back Zayn and Owens.
Yes.
So on one condition, that they beat Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania.
Okay.
Assuming Shane wrestles.
We kind of touched on Shane about having the diverticulitis. What the hell is actually going to happen here? Because I guess Shane's okay enough to where he's out of the hospital, so no harm, no foul. I mean, okay. The way I understand diverticulitis to be is it's part of your intestine, and like there's like little pockets and stuff in there in your intestine, and that if like some of the pockets get filled up with too much crap, literally, it could like get infected, inflamed, and maybe even explode. So did they?
Colonics, kids, pays off.
Yes. So did they just catch it in time and they just shoved something up his butt and cleaned him out, and now he's fine and just a couple of antibiotics and that's it, or? Did it explode? Is he okay? Is this kayfabe?
All I think about when I hear diverticulitis is the procedure that Brock Lesnar went through to cut something out, like to cut.
It was that bad that they had to cut out 3 feet of Brock's intestine because the diverticulitis got so severe that it did collect in one part of his intestines and it did rupture. Yeah. So they had to cut out a lot of it. So you can have varying levels of diverticulitis. From what I understand, even the tamest version, you're going to be on fucking
your best
meds
case scenario
for
still hurts like the worst case scenario.
Yeah. If he's on meds for a month, he ain't making it to Mania. So where's the kayfabe on this? Is the kayfabe that he had it all together, or is the kayfabe that he's actually going to make it to Mania?
Or did he have this like weeks ago and they just wrote him out? Like, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. So then what's going to happen in this fucking match?
Who would you team Brian with?
I said last week that I thought it should have just been a 3-way. That somehow they should have teased more tension between
Zayn and Owens.
Yeah, Zayn and Owens, and they had made it a 3-way. But they're not going that route. Zayn and Owens are fucking buddy all over again. So, wow. I mean, who else? Who on the SmackDown roster could you give that spot to team with Brian?
First
Dillinger. Who?
What?
I'm just throwing names out there who don't have anything else to do that we haven't seen for a while.
If they all
Gargano?
Everyone has something to do. They're in the fucking battle royal. Everybody's got something to do on that night. I'm sorry. Who they call up, I have no idea.
Oh, hold up here. Robert Medlin says, my dad has it. Talking about diverticulitis. My dad has it. And
I thought you said, my dad's got the answer.
My dad is going to get in there
oh, shit.
and be Daniel Bryan's partner. No, he says, my dad has diverticulitis. He's okay. He just can't eat peanuts or popcorn.
That doesn't sound okay. Life without popcorn is painful.
Who? A reunion of Team Hell No. Brian and Kane.
Who the fuck cares about Kane? No.
Oh. But I would pop for Team Hell No. I would pop for Team Hell No.
Here's the problem.
Oh, God. I tried, Robert. I'm sorry.
Here's the problem. You've got 3 guys that used to wrestle in Ring of Honor that can go, that have an indie wrestling background that they display as their strengths on SmackDown, on WWE in general. You have to have somebody with that style to complement Daniel Bryan's style in order to be effective visually against someone like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Okay.
The reason I would have been okay with Shane is because Shane has proven, he proved you wrong, that he can hang with Ring of Honor type talent like AJ Styles.
Yes.
So Shane, with Daniel Bryan lending him a hand, Shane can fake it well enough that we'll be like, holy fuck, that's a fun, good match.
Well, okay, who on that team needs to be carried? Does Shane need to be carried? Or let's say he makes it. Is Shane the one that's going to need to be carried? Or is Brian, the one who hasn't wrestled in 2 years because he's had a broken freaking brain, need to be carried? Like,
just because he hasn't wrestled on TV doesn't necessarily mean he might have already been practicing for months.
Okay, but who's
bumps. He's been in good shape.
Who's on fucking light duty in this match?
You said duty.
Should either one of them be on light duty?
Diverticulitis stuff. I don't know, man.
Oh, Robert says Jericho? Maybe Jericho? Daniel suggests maybe Ziggler will pull double duty?
Oh, no, not why. Why does everybody still have this infatuation over Ziggler? No. Could it be someone from Raw?
Yeah, Kane.
Besides Kane.
Team Hell No for the win.
You didn't mention NXT. Do you really
Gargano?
You really think Brian will pass the torch to Gargano?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Gargano is interesting.
Gargano and Ciampa have their match on NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Gargano's gone for good, loses to Ciampa, and then
Dude,
next night
at Mania, Ciampa cost Gargano the tag match, and the rivalry keeps going. Dude, I like it. Book it.
Porsche sitting on the couch says Jericho has a concert that night. He'll be far away from New Orleans.
He was off the weekend of this past weekend. I was surprised there was no sight unseen of Jericho during Wrestle Kingdom.
How far away?
Rhode Island, or it's in the north. It's in the northeast. I know this specifically because I was calculating the mileage, even if it was an hour behind. Unless they have that concert at like 3 p.m, and they space out WrestleMania to where that's the co-main event, where you give Jericho about 4 hours to fly. But even then, that's
Daniel said it's not an infatuation with Ziggler. It's just that they randomly stick him in shit.
Bitch. Fuck. That's a good one. Throw out some more ideas. Get teases. That's it for SmackDown now.
Okay.
Well, here's one. We're gonna transition over because I'm surprised nobody in the chat room mentioned this yet.
Maybe they did. And
I have a theory about John Cena. Would be nice if Cena wrestled team with Daniel Bryan, the family, against Kevin and Sammy.
Yeah.
But this thing with the Undertaker, man, I'm loving this to death because we're 2 weeks away. Cena still does not have a match for WrestleMania. My theory is Cena is not wrestling the Undertaker at all at WrestleMania.
Oh, a boy can only dream.
Because it's going to get better.
Oh, yeah?
Here's my theory.
Mm-hmm.
Run with it. Write it down. Hyphenate it so that the night after WrestleMania, you can shout me out on Facebook saying that I'm the man.
Hold on. My hand is perched over Dingy.
Okay.
I'm ready for your hot take.
Cena comes out to the ring. Talking more shade because the Undertaker never accepted the challenge.
Yeah.
From out of nowhere. Undisputed Era hit the ring. What? And they beat the shit out of John Cena. 2 of them, because one of them still hurt. So it's going to be Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole jumping John Cena.
Bobby Fish is hurt?
Yeah, he hurt his knee.
Oh.
He's out. Adam Cole actually, speaking of the shit term, Adam Cole will be doing double duty at TakeOver. But we'll get to that next week.
Okay.
Cena's getting his ass handed to by the Undisputed Era. When the gong hits, Undertaker comes out and saves Cena, and they just have a mutual respect dealie, and that's the fucking segment. No match.
Okay. You want to hear another theory? Daniel Price, he says this. Cena's going to be sitting ringside as a fan. Remember?
Drinking.
Yeah. Kid Rock comes out.
Oh, no.
Although he referred to him as Kid Suck. Kid Suck out there doing his concert. He plays American Badass. Out comes The Undertaker. On the bike. And then I guess that leads to Cena and Taker butt fucking each other.
The first problem with this story is you have to go back in time a little bit. Kid Rock performed at WrestleMania 25 while the Divas were entering the Battle Royal. Yeah. But if you
wait a second, there was a Divas Battle Royal in WrestleMania 25.
But if you go in to the network, you won't see that performance.
It was cut out
because it was cut out.
Yep.
So we're gonna have this same problem where we're not even gonna see the Dead Man Undertaker come out because if Kid Rock's gonna be performing his song, there's gonna be copyright infringement, the music label, all that, because Kid Rock didn't own that music. He didn't own his music. It's a record company that owns the music. Not to mention it's a fucking cover of Metallica. So we're going to have the same problem as 25 where we're not going to be able to relive this later on because of copyright infringement or not settling down on paper the rights to use the song live, and then that's already wasted. So I don't know what
does Fred Durst own his own fucking Limp Bizkit music?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Because I would much rather have the Undertaker come out to rolling.
Fuck, Metallica owns their music. Just play Sad But True. That's the goddamn song anyway. What the fuck? Come on, man. But But yeah, even
'Cause,
now,
you know,
Cena doesn't
hold
have
on.
a match for Mania.
If you go on the network and you rewatch WrestleMania 19, Rolling is on there.
Yeah.
I bet you Fred Durst's
and, yeah. And the crack addict performance is still there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cena still has not a match, and I like it.
Poor sitting on the couch says, I don't wish that on anyone.
You don't like this.
I don't-
Defend yourself.
I
You
don't
don't
like
like the fact that Cena does not have a match announced for WrestleMania 2 weeks away.
No, I don't.
Go. Defend yourself.
It's not so much that he doesn't have a match that I don't like. It's that I don't like this build so far. Like, man, I don't know. If it wasn't painfully obvious that it is gonna be Taker versus Cena, like, man, if it could have been something else, they could have gone full bore and not if Taker's name wasn't in Cena's mouth for more than 1 week, then I would have been able to, oh, shit, maybe he doesn't have a match. Maybe he is just going to be the host or sitting ringside or doing whatever or trying to find a different match. But since like last week, the week before, and the week before, it was all like, yeah, Cena, I'm John Cena, and I want you Undertaker, and I'm going to like do all that. Like, okay, yeah, we get it. All right, yeah, it's going to be him versus Taker. Like, but then you're going to fucking really wait to pull the trigger on this. Like, man, damn. Because, like, look, I was listening to Sports Radio 610, and one of the guys on there, Sean Pendergast, he's also a wrestling fan. But the two other co-hosts that he has his show with, they're not wrestling fans. One guy is
So he's already a dick.
Well, no, he's actually a pretty cool guy. He's from Houston, though. So, anyway, and then the other guy is just a sports reporter that's been doing it for like 30 years, right? But they only know like football and real sport. So when WrestleMania time comes around,
Wrestling's a real sport.
when WrestleMania time comes around, Sean is the one who gets like the dumb questions that people like you and I would get from non-wrestling fans. Oh, you like wrestling? Hey, is Hulk Hogan still wrestling? Like this stupid shit like that, right? So he was on
Who
there.
ran over Steve Austin?
Yeah, somebody like was talking to him because they were doing an interview with somebody else who was like kind of familiar with wrestling, but they were talking about football. And the one of the guys said, "Hey, Sean's real excited about WrestleMania. You like wrestling too, right? Hey, what do y'all think about Mania?" And like, what do you think about Undertaker versus John Cena? Like the guy that's the football player who doesn't know anything about wrestling. And it's like, well, technically we don't know if that's happening yet. What do you mean technically we don't know what's happening yet? Well, Cena doesn't have a match yet. What do you mean he doesn't have a match yet? I thought he did. I thought Undertaker was wrestling. I thought this and that. Like, well, no, you got to understand that Undertaker's been getting underneath his skin, so he's having a match. No, he's not. It's just that, and like he had to fucking belabor himself to explain that it's gonna happen, but it's not happening. So like all these
They don't
fucking,
understand the story. They just want the payoff.
yeah.
Hard. Bust the nut already.
There you go. So like that's why it's kind of annoying to me. The whole thing is just it's annoying.
It's a perfect balance because we've had Cena announced for a WrestleMania match a year in advance. So give me a match with Cena a week away.
Yeah.
So I don't mind it at all. Even then, if Undertaker like dies tomorrow, Cena can always fill in for Shane McMahon and he'll have his match and everybody goes and we move on.
Okay.
So there's options to move Cena around. So I'm not on your bandwagon, but I don't see the purpose in 2018 for John Cena versus Undertaker.
Yeah, Robert says it is a Metallica thing. Same reason why Sandman and Sting's music is overdubbed. Okay. But
Sandman's music is Enter Sandman, obviously. Sting was a live version of Seek and Destroy from Woodstock 99. For anybody that doesn't know.
Daniel Price says this. Cena versus a bowl of Fruity Pebbles. Cena sells the milk at the bottom of the bowl. And then Robert says, hey.
As long as the spoon goes over.
Now, this is a little bit more interesting to me. Robert's talking about Cena as a character in Duke Nukem.
Yeah, that was announced.
That's pretty cool. Is he Duke?
Yeah.
He's Duke Nukem himself.
He's Duke himself.
I'm down. I am so down for this. And also, I kind of want to see Blockers.
Dude, that's coming out the Friday before Mania. I'm watching it.
I want to see it.
Thursday night. They're actually showing it Thursday night at 7 o'clock in certain theaters. If you want to make plans, we'll go, man.
I can't believe I want to, but I want to. But I hardly...
Cena in the last 18 months, Cena in movies has been really good.
Yeah. Now, I'm not a guy to go to the theaters very often. I can't even remember. I think the last time I went to the theaters was go see Suicide Squad. And like the time before that, I don't even remember. I think it was like the
Starship Troopers,
the last new Star Wars movie, not the new one that just came out.
Oh, Force Awakens,
yeah,
or Rogue One,
whatever the one before this last one was.
Rogue One.
Rogue One, yeah. So I saw that. So, dude, I don't go to the
Which
theaters
was after
often.
Suicide Squad.
So I really want to see it, but I'll see it when it comes out on Netflix. Cock blockers, I mean. Oh, excuse me, just blockers.
Oh, come on, man. Dude, the theater by my apartment
Dude,
complex, Sunday before 4 o'clock, the tickets are $5.
Dude,
and it's reclining leather seats.
If I go to the theater before seeing fucking Black Panther to go watch blockers, I'm gonna be kicked.
You were interested.
I'm gonna be kicked out of this house.
Well, dude, just wait till like 3 weeks from now, because AMC is going to be showing all 18 movies straight for 4 days at the theater before Infinity War.
I didn't know there was.
And we're black because somebody gonna die in Infinity War.
I didn't know there was 18 blocker movies.
Dick.
Robert says I'm seeing it Sunday morning before WrestleMania.
Nice.
All right. Where were we?
Of Cena's and the Undertaker match,
right.
or lack thereof. So
well,
far.
I said my piece.
Yeah, I said my piece too. Yeah. Both pieces. You said you had a question that you wanted to pose on the show tonight.
I do have a question. Actually, this is a good time, because this kind of here's the question. All right. The question is, what has been the best build so far for the feuds of Mania? You're really high on Cena Taker. I don't think
lack of feud, because there's only one sided, and Cena's like, gimme, and Undertaker's like,
it's the best build, you know.
Best build.
I mean, because obviously I still think that's going to happen, but is that the best? Is that the best build? Because I don't think it is. I have a pick, because I've been thinking about this all day. I have a pick for the best build.
There's like 12 matches already announced.
Okay.
I would be an asshole. The best build so far has been the destruction of the Mae Young Classic Rumble.
Fabulous Moolah.
Moolah. The Fabulous Moolah trafficking scandalous vagina fest. Yeah, that's been the best build, because that was covered by everybody.
Did you see the new trophy?
No. What is it? Like
you didn't see the trophy?
Thong or something?
It's a cup with like ribbons on the side. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Nice little
pick that up at
trophy.
like Smart Arnie's for like $1.
Yeah, the first thing I saw was like that diagram that you see in your sex ed class of the uterus and fallopian tubes.
And you pull out one of the parts and the whole thing crumbles.
That's exactly what I thought it looked like. And Randy sitting right next to me, because I said that, Randy was like, yeah, I see it. That's definitely what I saw.
Just scream at the trophy. Ovulate, damn you. Ovulate. You're out of sperm. Yeah. Best build so far, just for the comedy value, from the minute Braun Strowman walked out on that tag match battle royal by himself, was entertaining as fuck. And then please give me Strowman and Elias teaming.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fun.
All right, let's talk a little bit about Strowman and well, whoever he winds up teaming with, because it's probably going to be Elias. But I also wouldn't be surprised if he just like still doesn't have a partner come Mania and is just walking up to Gorilla and sees like
Hornswoggle.
Kurt Hawkins, you're coming with me, and then like just
I'm not doing you.
Yeah, and then just you're my partner, get out there, and like have it be like some nobody, you know. But that's a good contender for the best build. I'm gonna save mine until we're done talking about some other stuff, until we're done talking about Raw specifically, because it's going to be something a little bit different than what you think.
It sure as fuck isn't High School Musical.
Okay,
like literally in front of lockers. Like this was Bayside High.
Yes.
Like I want to fuck Slater. No, I want to fuck Slater.
God damn, dude.
I'm surprised this wasn't on like the Disney Channel.
I wasn't ready for that, dude.
No one's ready.
I
for
literally
Slater.
almost fell.
No one's ready for Slater.
Well, yeah, I mean, Robert Medlin did say that if they pull the trigger and it's a real singles match, Sasha versus Bailey.
They're both in the battle royal.
So this isn't an actual singles match.
No,
I swear, I thought I saw somewhere. I even told this to Porsche. I was like, didn't somebody say that this was going to be a singles match at Mania?
The beginning of that segment, Sasha's like, "I got your text." Oh yeah, I just wanted to tell you, I put myself in the women's battle royal. Yeah. And then it's like old school. About. I was just waiting for like cameramen and backstage producers to start throwing singles.
I love
it was embarrassing.
I love how Sasha was like so triggered after Bailey said, "Well, yeah, how long did you hold it?"
Savage.
Love that.
Savage. No wonder Bailey wears the tassels. Damn, dude. Fuck yeah. And fucking Sasha, the dumbass heel, is gonna dress up as Wonder Woman. Fuck it. I want Macho Man glasses for Bailey. I want the little cape. And have fucking Dolph Ziggler as Mr. Elizabeth walk her to the ring and just like fuck it. Yeah. Fuck it, dude.
But
holy yeah, playtime.
How do we jump over from Braun to this? I don't know. Okay.
The best build wasn't High School Musical.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not on my list. Fuck
okay,
no.
it could Braun is a strong contender. Except for the fact that we still don't have anything solidified quite yet. Either I want him to not have anybody at all leading up to Mania and then just pull somebody out of the crowd, or just say my tag team partner are these hands, or like
he pulls Cena out of the crowd.
What if it was Lars Sullivan?
Are you thinking with the wrong head here? Because I just went from 6 to midnight.
Lars and Braun.
Holy fuck. I think that's the end of your tag division. You have to unify the tag belts because there's no more division. They just eat everything. I swear, I thought I saw Lars in the trailer for Rampage.
He shows up. And until Heavy Machinery shows up. Oh my God. Can you imagine that triple threat tag match with AOP, Heavy Machinery, and Lars and Braun?
No. Fuck. Wait a minute. No. Give me Lars and Braun against Oni Loken and Danny Burch.
Ooh. Yes.
Yeah.
Versus Cesaro and Sheamus. Holy fuck.
Versus Gargano and Ciampa. Okay, that's too much.
Yeah,
I can only get so
You killed it. All right. What else from Raw?
Speaking of murders, Nia and Mickie James.
Oh yeah, Nia just fucking ran the fuck over Mickie James.
And I've never seen Nia run.
Well, we've seen her run a couple of times.
Yeah.
The bar
babyface Nia still.
The bar. Juan says the bar should beat Braun if Braun is solo. I totally 100% respectfully disagree with you.
Really?
I respectfully disagree. If it's Braun by himself, god damn it, I want to see him win. Because
you know how many belt marks are going to be pissed that a tag team champion is just one guy?
I don't give a fuck. The story there will be
that's
amazing.
Like the same kind of people that hated that Ellsworth won the women's battle, the first ever women's
Money in the Bank.
No,
that's not the same thing.
Is it?
No, that's not the same thing.
Is it?
No, it's not. That's not the same thing. This is character development. You're building somebody to be a fucking monster. Have him beat the tag team champions and be a one-man tag team. That's way different than the first ever.
I don't think WWE has the balls to do that, though.
Yeah, okay.
That's my only drawback.
But they had the balls to let Ellsworth win the female Money in the Bank.
Oh! Any fucks given about Lesnar beating up on Reigns again?
I think it was just like tit for tat, receipt, 50-50 booking with them just kind of jumping each other. I mean, man, I don't know. They should have kept them away from each other and should have kept hitting the fact that, hey,
that Lesnar's an asshole.
This motherfucker's not here. I'm here to work. Yeah. And this guy's not. Like, they were actually starting to get some fucking hardcores like me. You know what? Maybe
turning over on Roman.
Maybe Roman's not that bad of a guy because, god damn it, Brock's such a dick.
No, you look at Roman's like, well, there could be worse. Oh, yeah, Brock's worse.
Brock's worse. And they kind of took that away.
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh, there's just two guys brawling again, and oh, he's back to work. So that story that you had brewing for 2 weeks, you just tossed it out the window.
Now, is it too obvious
that
Reigns is winning this? Or would you be pleasantly surprised, or would you be pleased if Brock walks out of Mania with the title?
Honestly, bro, I don't think I'm going to be pleased either way.
As long as it's not the last match, I don't think I'll mind either way.
It'll be the last match.
You sure about that?
It'll be the last match. No, I'm getting a head shake over there from Porch sitting on the couch.
Call it. What's your main event?
Royal Rumble men's winner always is the last.
Nope, it's not always.
So
Edge opened a WrestleMania by beating Del Rio.
Shinsuke versus AJ is what she said.
You know what? I've said this before, that this might be the only year that you could main event a WrestleMania with women. And I think with all the money they've invested, I'm calling Triple H and Stephanie against Ron and Kurt Angle as the main event.
No, I got no.
WWE will not give the hardcore wrestling fan what the hardcore wrestling fan wants. And the hardcore wrestling fan wants AJ versus Shin ending the show. Oh, we're never going to get that.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay.
No. They sure as fuck better not end it with the women's battle royal because, we got to make history. Let's let women main event WrestleMania and half-fist that when you could easily do fuck it, man. Oscar versus Charlotte, if Charlotte can move or speak or blowjob or whatever, have her then main event it just to have Carmella win.
Oh, God damn.
I'm the biggest Oscar mark. I'm learning Japanese just like his screamer name properly.
So Carmella, the women's Money in the Bank works the same way as the women's Royal Rumble winner. You could cash in on either champ, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Either champ, don't matter. Mm-hmm. You could flippy floppy.
Yep.
Okay. That's all I'm saying.
Carmella doesn't even have the arm span to try to cover Nia. No. No. Unless she beats Alexa, but then do you want Carmella as a face or do you want Carmella as a heel?
Daniel says that Angle Rousey versus Triple H Steph is higher on the card than AJ versus Nakamura the way it stands now.
Mm-hmm.
I would love for AJ Nakamura to end it, and it should because that's a WWE
I
title.
would like AJ versus Nakamura if they're not going to close the show. Be the third to last. Don't be the buffer. You're going to have Shinsuke versus AJ. Then you're going to have something in the middle. Fuck it. Lesnar versus Reigns so that everybody can take a piss break. And then you end the show with Ronda Rousey.
Man, I don't know if they'll do that. Because that's really a glorified celebrity match. You know, Ronda, she hasn't proven her chops yet as an actual wrestler. You have Kurt, who's, let's face it, a little washed up.
Unless it's not Kurt.
You have Steph, who has never been a wrestler. The only one that's there that's a wrestler is Triple H that's not washed up. And even then, he has been ran through the load a couple of times.
They've been harping on one thing from the beginning of this rivalry since we're transitioning over to Ronda standing up to the Absolution. They've been harping on one thing from the very beginning.
What's that?
Why did they hire Ronda?
To get eyeballs.
No.
UFC eyeballs.
Storyline. Why did they hire Ronda?
Storyline, so that they could. So we now control the bitch, right?
More specifically, because they want to get payback from WrestleMania 31.
Right.
It wasn't Ronda and Angle.
It was The Rock.
WrestleMania 31. It was Ronda and The Rock.
Yep.
Now, if Kurt Angle either gets hurt, they don't let him wrestle, or if Angle cuts a promo this Monday, says, you know what? I'm not what I used to be. I don't want Ronda's debut match to be a failure. I'm stepping out. If Triple H is trying to get his revenge from WrestleMania 31 so badly, it shouldn't be against me. It should be against The Rock. Against The Rock and Ronda Rousey. That main event's a WrestleMania.
Yeah, but man, that's quite the shoehorn for the story that they've already built.
Yeah, but
Kurt doesn't get his comeuppance. And kayfabe wise, I don't think that Kurt's character is the kind of guy who says, well, I don't think I could do it, so I'm gonna give it to The Rock. I don't think Kurt's character will do that. I don't think his character right now is just so pissed off at Triple H that he wants it himself.
How about Miss TV?
I liked it. I like that. I like the little swerve that they try to pull, with the Miz berating the Miz Taraj and the Miz Taraj kind of standing up to him a little bit. And somebody had mentioned Mr. Perfect, and Curtis Axel got all huffy.
Woo! That look on Curtis Axel's face. Man, throw down, son.
Yes.
Man.
I liked it. And then, of course, it was all just a big hoo-ha, the switcheroo kind of thing. But
I was just about
man.
to ask, is now the time to finally break up the Miz Taraj and let Bo and Curtis do their own thing?
Well, breaking news. We just saw this about an hour or so before we went live. The Miz now has his little baby girl. Was it Monroe Sky Mizanin?
There was like 8 different names in there. It's
I think,
too extra.
I think it was just Monroe Sky Mizanin. So I don't know. This might mean that he's going to be busy with the baby. So does that mean he just shows up, not on Monday, but shows up at Mania, drops the title, chunks a noose, and says, hey, I got to go take care of my kid? Or does he just like...
Mr. Raj cost him the title.
Or is he like, Maurice, you handle this. I got to go be a wrestler. Like what
That's
happens?
what I got the Miz Taraj for, to change diapers and breastfeed. I'm going to keep this Intercontinental strap right here. Yeah.
Does this mean
That's what my daddy taught me.
Does this mean the Miz is losing?
I like that we're at a time in wrestling where the obvious stuff can be too obvious that it doesn't happen. So just because the Miz has the right and the easy out, I would prefer it if he doesn't take it and he keeps the title.
Okay.
Hell, he's bigger than the title at this point. He could just not show up on Raw and just show up whenever he needs to defend the belt.
And here's my hot take. I think Miz is more over than Finn and Seth put together. Hot take.
Oh, no. Wait, hold on. No. You want a hot take?
Uh-huh.
Here's a hot take. I 1,000% agree.
Boom! Sorry, Bacon.
Yeah, you got your own shit going on right now. We can't understand you. Look, so here's the problem. And I'm going to go right back to square one. The Finn situation is very easy. You took away the one thing that separates him from everybody else.
The dragon makeup? Demon makeup? Sorry.
Yeah. So you're not special. Go put on a helmet, go away. Seth Rollins. Burn it down. Until his pants are now on fire, right? Has he been lying to somebody?
He's a liar. No, he's so indie-rific right now. Like, he reverted. He's no longer like WWE fucking professional. He looks like somebody that they just got off of the indies with those pants.
If you want to do something interesting with Seth Rollins, have him in NXT.
Okay.
Because that's what I think of right now when I see Seth Rollins. Like, we tried to do the Shield thing, and then Roman got the mumps. So everybody's fucked. We finally got Roman clean again. We're going to try this one more time. Dean got hurt. Okay, so fuck. It's a pipe dream. Fuck, the Shield's gone. Ya valió madre. Vale mecha. Nah, yeah. So we're not going to do this anymore. You already have this plan, supposedly, that Roman's going to be the babyface for the next eon. And Brock's going to go back to fighting people for real. And Dean's probably not going to get back in the ring for a while. And who would blame him?
Yeah, what happened to Dean?
And he got hurt. He tore something. And who would blame him? Why rush it when you have fucking Renee there? So what the fuck are you going to do with Seth?
I don't know. Seth is the least over with me personally than he's ever been right now. And it's not because, I dislike him or whatever. It's like, I'm apathetic towards him. Like, he comes.
You don't get a reaction. He doesn't get a reaction from me. He's like, okay, cool.
I'm not like, oh, boo, fuck that guy. Like,
but you're not like, oh my God, it's fucking Seth.
I'm like, oh, okay, here comes Seth. Okay, cool. Because I haven't done anything with him.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nothing's going on. I felt like I knew what a Seth Rollins was, but now I don't really know what a Seth Rollins is.
Yeah.
It's like they tried to redefine him, but instead of redefining them, they just erased a bunch of shit and forgot to re-put in the new shit. All right.
They shook the Etch-a-Sketch and forgot to draw something.
Yeah. Never got his Universal title rematch.
Sorry, that's not a Universal title that he's competing for.
It's the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, so no. No. I would have rather, as much as a Joe fan as you know I am.
Oh, yes.
I would have rather wanted to see Finn versus Brock at Great Balls of Fire. So he could have at least had his shot, gotten killed, and we could have moved on.
Right.
So we're still harping like, because Finn never got his one-on-one rematch for the Universal title, he deserves everything else. No, either give him the Universal title or fuck off. That's where they're starting to lose me with Finn. Moreover than the fact that the one thing that I was looking forward to, having him walk out as a demon in front of 75,000 people, we're never going to get that because Balor Club. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's what I was about to say. The other partner they're losing me with Finn is the nondescript Balor Club stuff. Like, all right, Balor Club, hell yeah.
What's a Balor Club?
What's a Balor Club? Like, they're not going anywhere with it. Okay, he's all.
Wait, we're a ripoff of the original Bullet Club because we got the initials on the shirt.
But we got OG on there. But even then, what the fuck are they doing with it? Because you got babyface Finn all of a sudden hanging out with heel Anderson and Gallows, but they're calling themselves the Balor Club, but nobody has explained anything. They've only been seen together maybe like 2 or 3 times.
Unless you saw a ride-along.
Honestly, you had a better club with AJ and Anderson and Gallows than you did with Finn and Anderson and Gallows. You're not doing jack shit with them as a unit, as all 3. And I know that you could do shit with people as a unit, as all 3, because look at the motherfucking Shield. The Shield ran things for a fucking year and a half, 2 years.
They're still running things on SmackDown.
Exactly. It's not like they don't know what to do with these guys.
Yeah.
Treat them the way you treated the New Day. Treat them the way you treated fucking Shield, man. Hell, you're treating the fucking Lucha House Party better than you're treating Balor Club.
Is that a transition? That is a transition. 205 Live.
205 Live.
Wow. That was some good 205 wrestling last night, man.
I have 2 matches of the week candidates for 205 Live.
Shit, I've been waiting for this.
All right.
Start with the opening match.
Okay,
Start with the opening match. What was the opening match?
I liked it.
Mark Andrews against
Joey Abs.
Tony Nese.
Joey 8 Abs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony Nese. I actually watched this with Randy. Randy took a break from packing, and I took a break, and I was like, okay, I'm going to focus just on 205 for a second here. And we watched that first match, and she said, holy shit, that's my match of the week. I'm like, okay, cool. I might agree with you. You know what? That's definitely a candidate for me. I really liked it. Mandrews and Tony Nese had a meta story that was going on in the match that I didn't really realize until I think it was Nigel put it fighting for a chance to fight against Gulak, because both of these guys lost in the tournament to Gulak, and they went over to Rockstar Spud,
because he was
Drake Maverick, and said, "Hey, let's have this match. Whichever one of us wins, we get Gulak." None of that was said backstage. We didn't get a vignette. We didn't get a promo. We didn't get anything. That was all put over through commentary. And as a commentator now, I appreciate that. That was really nice. That was really cool. But I can see how the people there live in the audience didn't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't care about this match at all. They were fucking sitting on their goddamn hands throughout the entire match. Now, aside from the fact that there was really cool moves and nice flippy dippy, which there was, and there was great counters out and into, all kinds of different stuff. Man, that Mandrews, goddamn, Mandrews is really good at getting counters. And
that Stun Dog Millionaire, the slam,
the Stomp 182. Oh fuck, that was beautiful.
And then his finisher, just a shooting star press.
But like, the fans didn't pop for it because they weren't invested in the match, and that was a shame, because
part of that is because Mandrews isn't a permanent fixture on 205.
Yes,
he's normally been in the UK tournament off and on, and even then, that's a cup of coffee. He needs another. I would venture to say at least another 4 to 6 months in front of the general audience, before he can start getting the reactions that Cedric and Mustafa are now getting, even that took time.
As long as they still get story put behind what the hell they're doing. Because if it wasn't for the fact that Nigel and Vic were both saying, hey, this is what's going on, and that they had Rockstar Spud next to him saying, this is what's going on, I would have been like, oh, this is a nice little random match that ROH TV used to do, where it's like, hey, this guy and this guy could probably put on a good match. Let's just throw them out there. Yeah, let's air it, like, for no good fucking reason. But now that there's story and there's an angle and it's going to lead to something else, because after the match, after Mandrews won, he went up there to Drake Maverick and said, hey, I got the match. He's like, you got the match, buddy. Boom. So I guess next week?
Yep.
Next week, Gulak versus Mandrews. Grudge match. Fuck yeah. I'm down. I'm down. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
What about you?
Shit, like, what else can I add to it? It's
Sorry.
definitely a match that we candidate for me. I mean, I agree completely. I think this has been the most solid episode of 205 Live in a couple of weeks, and that's because now you've highlighted. You haven't just highlighted why the two finalists are there, but now we're seeing why everybody else deserved to be in the tournament, especially with a match like that.
You know what's,
and it's not that match, most definitely the next match.
Another nuance about that is the fact that storylines that spawned off of the tournament itself. And that's not something you always see with WWE programming. Usually it's like, okay, the storyline is within the contents of the tournament, and then once people got bounced,
that's it.
That's it. Then, but these two, well, three really got bounced, and because of that, and because of what happened in the tournament, they got beef.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking badass. That's like NFL playoffs. If some team eliminated another team, even if that other team didn't go to the Super Bowl,
next season, there's beef.
Yeah, there's beef.
Or baseball. Like, I'm expecting the Dodgers to pitch at the Astros' heads for the first 3 innings.
Well, I mean, but even if it wasn't, then if it was whoever the Dodgers beat to get to the Astros,
Cubbies.
Yeah, Cubbies versus Dodgers, they're gonna have beef.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like it. So that's all I can say about that. Do you want to move on to the rules? Because I got something to say.
I'm slowly but surely getting won over by the Lucha House Party.
Okay, let's talk about that.
I am getting won over by them, man.
Okay.
It's a blue moon that you get, for lack of a better term.
Whoa!
Hispanic.
Oh, pause. Arnold is in the live chat. He says, match of the year for Golden Lovers versus
Oh, fuck! That's two?
I guess you could add that shit to the list, because we had the majority of our people in the live chat say that it was, and now he, an actual host of ours, saying it was. I still have yet to watch it, but I'm pretty sure he agree. Put that shit on the list. Why not?
Do you know what happens when you tease me? When you threaten me? When you call my judgment? You know what happens?
What happens?
It made the list! Ah! Wow! Yes!
All right, so we have a new match of the year.
Yes, we have.
A new match of the year candidate that's added to the list.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but Arnold just showed up out of nowhere.
So here's what we're looking at right now in 2018, 2 weeks before WrestleMania weekend. So far, Chris Jericho versus Kenny Omega.
Mm-hmm.
Sound familiar? For the U.S. title, no holds barred, Wrestle Kingdom 12. That's on our list. And then right beneath it, NXT TakeOver Philadelphia. Johnny Gargano versus Andrade Cien Almas for the NXT title. And now, the Golden Lovers, Kota Ibushi and Kenny Omega against the Young Bucks, Nick and Matt Jackson, main eventing, Strong Style Evolved. That is our third match on 2018's Houston Wrestling Radio Match of the Year project.
Ta-da!
Domo arigato. Gozaimasu.
All right.
Whew.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you there. You were, as you were saying.
I was leaned over like this with my head out like that. Once in a blue moon, where Hispanic wrestlers can not only cut English promos, but can emote through their masks or emote as a team where you're actually invested in them.
Emote body language as well.
Yes. These three, sight unseen, if you see them for the first time, they have no business even being together. They don't even have the same color skin tone. But together as a unit, the whole is worth more than the sum of its parts. And it's fucking working, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And it helped that it was spawned because partly of the feud with Tozawa and Itami. And
yes.
it further melted through in this 4-way because Tozawa and freaking Kalisto were looking at each other like somebody owed somebody else money.
Mm-hmm.
And the entire time they were just going, there's like, fuck the 4-way. And you had TJP looking around like, what the fuck? And then you had freaking Remix Womp Womp looking around like, huh? And hell no, dude. I was, dude, from the moment the bell rang, man, fuck Skrillex and Gamer Boy. I was all into House Party against Team Rising Sun.
This is my match of the week pick. Now, I know it doesn't matter because we got a match of the year, this and that, and it's because I didn't watch the other thing. But from the shit that I watched, this is my match of the week pick. Yes, I'm sorry, Randy. I know you said that the one-on-one match, but after the one-on-one match, she went to the other room to start packing stuff. So she actually didn't see this 4-way match. Okay? I saw it, and I sat there, and I thought, well, goddamn, this is better than fucking, Mandrews versus Joey 8 Abs. Holy fuck. This match is really good. Here's what I really, really liked about it. Aside from the story that you just highlighted, because that was amazing. TJP standing right there. Blake Murphy, they're all kind of, all right, who's going to take the first or whatever. And they're like, no. Kalisto goes over there with fucking Tozawa right from the get-go, and they're going at each other like fucking, like on a cartoon where it's just like a big dust bubble and they're just rolling around,
That's what I thought.
And Buddy Murphy tries to interject, and Murphy gets like tossed away, and then TJP was like,
I look pretty.
All right. I fucking love that because, like, yes, you're highlighting a feud in there, but you're also highlighting the character of the other two. Buddy Murphy's just he's a squirrel trying to get a nut. So it's like, I'm trying to get my way into this match. They're already fighting. Okay, let me take advantage.
And TJP's hustling. He's like, hey, man, you and me against these two. And Buddy's like, nah.
Yes. Well, but before that, when he was like casually, let these motherfuckers fight, I'll just sit back and watch. Like it was brilliant. TJP looked like he was the first ever cruiserweight champion because he looked like he was the guy who was already
savvy.
Yeah, like he had savvy. He knew. He's the dude who's been working at the company for fucking 30 years when all these fucking new hires come in and want to like, oh man, we got to really get him like
trying to overachieve.
Calm down, man.
Compass.
They'll learn. They'll learn. That's how TGP kind of felt like. But then, other than story, I fucking love some of the innovation of some of the matches. And this is kind of hard in this day and age where I've done seen it all. But there was some fucking innovation in this match. The surfboard.
And they fucking remake a Skrillex.
That was enough.
And then Miley Cyrus wrecking ball the whole thing.
Yes. Those two extra twists on there, because one twist would have been enough where one tries to slide in while somebody has a surfboard to try to get the pin underneath the guy that's being held up. That was enough for me to be like, oh shit, that's cool. I've never seen that before. But then the jump off move, the Indian deathlock that TJP had on Tozawa
for like a week. Poor guy.
And then was it Murphy that came trying to run in and then
no,
he like ducked under?
No, it was the other one.
Okay, it was the other one. He ducked under and put him in an octopus stretch, an abdominal stretch.
While having
the Indian deathlock
put in still.
Holy shit. And then
there was a suplex to finish it off and to break fucking Tozawa at the ankles like Harden.
That was fucking badass, man. That was some really good, innovative wrestling. Yeah. And that's the kind of shit that you're supposed to see out of cruiserweights. That's the shit that happened in WCW that made people go like, well, this is where the big boys play, except for when the big boys don't play and it's all the little guys. And shit, man, the little guys are really good. Yeah. This is the kind of shit that the cruiserweight should be doing.
But they're trying to bring out the best of what WCW did, because without WCW, I don't think we would have a cruiserweight division at all in professional wrestling. You watched WCW in the late 90s, and you saw guys like Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, Chris Jericho, Juventud Guerrera, Rey Mysterio, opening shows, setting the bar up here, not closing the show in front of people where you're waiting for that "this is awesome" chant that should have happened like 3 minutes in.
Yeah.
They need to drastically change the appearance of 205. And by that, I mean...
Get rid of the purple?
No. They need to be touring with NXT, doing house shows, and they need to be taping 205 in front of an audience of 500 to 1,000. They should not be having 205 live in the arenas closing the show. Okay. It's not working. It's not working. You made the comment yourself. Oh my God, this was so awesome. Tony Nese and fucking Mandrews, but everybody's doing this. It's been like that for weeks, dude. The shit that the guys in the main event of the WrestleMania match that might even be on the fucking pre-show, the shit that Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali have been doing for the past 6 to 9 months, they should be where they are now. They've been there 6 to 9 months ago with the crowd knowing who they are. And still a lot of the crowd doesn't know who one or the other are because it's just the way they have scheduled 205 Live on a Tuesday night when you're a paying ticket customer watching professional wrestling. The layout doesn't work. If you don't take 205 Live early or air it before SmackDown Live, or if you don't make SmackDown a 3-hour show and just start with the cruiserweights in the first hour, you're doing a very big disservice to the roster of 205 right now.
There you go.
Of disservice.
And it is a disservice because there are some things that they are doing really, really, really well.
Better than some of the stuff on the main roster, both shows included.
Better than some of the stuff that's even on NXT.
Agreed.
I submit to you the answer to my question that I posed to you earlier. What is the best match that's been built so far for WrestleMania?
Oh, yeah.
And I will say Heart versus Soul. I'll say Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali right now is the best built matchup for the WrestleMania card. And it's going to be a damn fucking crying shame if they're on the pre-show, but they should not be because every time they say it, they say at WrestleMania, at WrestleMania, at WrestleMania. They're not saying at the pre-show. If they do put it on the pre-show, I'm going to be fucking pissed.
The only credence to putting it on the pre-show is because Austin Aries made it okay. Austin Aries said the main event is going first. And it's not about what happened to Aries. I'm talking about a 65,000 seat arena, and it was filled for the fucking pre-show because it was Austin Aries versus Neville. Mm-hmm. So in that sense, I can see why you want to try that because finally on the biggest show of the year, you want to do like WCW and have the cruiserweights come out first so that they can set the bar this high that not even Braun Strowman can reach it, even with those hands. But no, WrestleMania for this probably you're actually right, by the way. Other than my like swooning for Braun at the moment.
Yeah.
Storyline wise, this might be the best built feud. If you've been watching 205 Live religiously, because they're not giving enough attention to this on Raw. What are they doing on Raw? One cruiserweight tag match, and that's it. They're not mentioning this like every hour they mention Brock Lesnar beat the shit out of Roman, or every hour, oh, by the way, Asuka's going to beat the shit out of Charlotte, or every other hour, hey, by the way, Ronda was on ESPN touting how good she's going to be at WrestleMania, being awkward as fuck during the interview because she doesn't want to answer MMA questions. No, if they gave this feud the same attention they're giving everything else on that fucking pay-per-view, this could be in the last hour.
Oh, yeah. Because it's just how well the story's been. Because in all these other stories, there's something that we can nitpick about. But when I think of Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali, I can't find that one thing that's turning me off.
Not just that. The promo that they showed reeked in a positive way of Steve Austin versus The Rock from 17. I got the vibe one of these two are turning. One of them have to. You can't have heart and soul without one of them having a black heart or a black soul doing whatever it takes to win the title. Just like Steve Austin, I need to beat you, Rock, more than you can ever imagine. And I fucking love it. It's just a shame that it's going to end up being a lot lower in the card than, again, it goes back to my original complaint. WWE's never going to give the wrestling fan what the wrestling fan wants.
Yeah.
WWE's going to give whatever's the most entertaining for the broader audience.
Okay.
But I'm hoping they at least throw us some kind of fucking bone here. Because this match, I have not been this excited for a cruiserweight title match since the finals of the tournament.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, it goes further back than that. This is part of the reason why I want to argue for this. I know I'm kind of preaching to the choir with you here. Look at them. Preach to them. This is why. Because this isn't like Cena versus Taker where it's still not even inked yet. This isn't Braun versus Roman where you kind of pulled a 180 or whatever halfway through. This has been a consistent booking over weeks and weeks of time.
Months since Enzo left and left the title vacant.
Because if you look at Cedric should have been the guy that won like 3 or 4 times. So right there, that's enough build just for him. And then you have the storyline about Mustafa. Yeah, you spend a little bit less time with that, highlighting that, pretty much just when the tournament started. But the fact that you've had a full-length tournament to determine this, and nothing has like their paths to get to the finals against each other has been good enough to where there isn't story that of them two clashing against each other, but with them being at the end, it's like, holy fuck. Travis in our live chat, or not live chat, in our messenger, he said, damn, on paper, that sounds shitty. Cedric Alexander was Mustafa Ali. He doesn't like it. Did you
and
see
we've
that?
had it before.
And we've
had
had
it like
before.
twice this year already.
The difference is that he isn't watching what's happening on 205. He isn't watching Cedric Alexander become the soul of 205 Live. He isn't watching Mustafa Ali become the heart of 205 Live. I fucking love those taglines, by the way, because that really encapsulated it. That's the capstone here. That's not the build. That's the end of the build for me, because the way they've been developing the character of Mustafa Ali of being a babyface, but I have this name, and proving him wrong is amazing. Cedric Alexander coming this close, but never close enough because something stupid happens. Not because he loses, but because something stupid happens.
That's not even his fault.
That's not even his fault. It's fucking great. So you have both guys who are fucking worthy fighting for a title at the biggest show of the year.
And here comes Enzo to fuck it all up.
What's more perfect than that? Two guys that I believe should both win, and I like both of them, and it's for the biggest prize that they could fight for at the biggest show they could fight for. Beautiful in its simplicity.
Yeah.
Love it. I'm sorry.
No,
that's that.
You look 10 pounds lighter after giving that up.
Juan says Ali needs a new costume. Okay.
The best part is when either one of these two win, and then on the next night on Raw, they lose it to Johnny Gargano.
Oh, God. Daniel Price says Crockett NWA was about the fan who was into wrestling. Vince has always been more about trying to get marks that don't know any better, hence Hulk Hogan. Yeah, you're kind of right about that. Yeah. You're right. The NWA was for a little bit more to the hardcores, but, Vince wasn't. He was about the not hardcores. Yeah, so that's that. What else?
Thumbs up or thumbs down that we're getting Asuka versus Charlotte 5 days before WrestleMania.
We are? Asuka versus Charlotte?
The finals of the Mixed Match Challenge.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Is Bobby Roode and Charlotte, the Robo Warriors, against Asuka. The Miz and Asuka. That's a complete fail, man. I wanted them separate completely. Like, save it for Mania. Unless Charlotte's not healed yet and we get Asuka beating the shit out of Becky. I'd save Asuka and Charlotte, man. I don't.
All right.
Especially since they have been harping the last couple of weeks that Asuka could lose her undefeated streak if her team doesn't win the fucking.
That means Asuka's winning this.
She has to.
Yeah.
Okay,
even if it is against Charlotte, Charlotte's just she's a title holder, but this isn't for a title, so she can lose.
No, if fucking Miz gets pinned, you're gonna tell me Asuka's not undefeated? That's
bullshit.
Yeah.
What if we protect both of the girls and let Bobby Roode get pinned?
Yeah.
That'll hurt his chances going into the Intercontinental title, but
you don't care because it's Bobby.
I don't care. What's been more fun, and now I'm kind of feeling like I wanted Mixed Match to not be canon, to not really count, because there's been some good stuff in the Mixed Match Challenge. The fucking love story between Braun and Little Miss Bliss. The fucking love story between
the Road Warriors.
Yeah, the Road Warriors. The stupid crazy bullshit going on between Rose Gold.
Yeah.
There is a lot of love interest.
There's a lot of in the actual television show.
Yeah.
Like what
Miz speaking for Asuka. Holy shit. You found her a fucking mouthpiece.
Why not have Naomi just come out with the Usos from here on out?
Well, they did. She did for a while, didn't she?
No. Especially not like this with the with the Uso Penitentiary. Have Naomi came out with handcuffs.
I was thinking Naomi coming out with fucking Funkosauruses. That's racist.
Oh man. Not if it's canon. There's been a lot of good stuff in the mixed match challenge, dude.
No, I miss Neville too, guys. They're talking about missing Neville.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, mixed match challenge. That's that.
So it ends next week. No more mixed match.
Yeah.
So
the finals is this Tuesday. Every charity gets $10,000 for participating.
Okay.
The winning charity is going to get $100,000. And that's it. That's the promo on Facebook Live. That's the build to Mania has been this mixed match challenge tournament. So Tuesday after SmackDown before 205, we're getting the finals of the mixed match. Okay, and that's it.
So it was a nice little fun thing to do.
Would you call it a success overall?
I think I would.
If they never you have this criteria for the match of the year candidacy stuff,
right?
If they never revisit any of this stuff again, and it's not canon, it's just its own little bubble, it's a spin-off. If they never come back to this, is it still considered a success to you, or is it a failure?
Well, hold on. Before I answer that, this question was posed when we were talking about what would be match of the year and yes or no with the Japanese match. And Daniel disagrees with us still on that. He thinks it should be the other match on the card. But anyway, the question was posed to me by Juan in the live chat. Just didn't get a chance to get to it. What constitutes our match of the week / match of the years? For me, match of the week is just a good match. Bell to bell, did it have some good storyline wise? What? I'm not as harsh with match of the week as I am match of the year. For a match of the year candidate to be picked out of the match of the week, usually it's all three of the hosts have to be unanimous saying it's the match of the week, and then we vote yes or no whether or not it should be a candidate for match of the year. All right. Then when we get to the end of the year, the way I judge it way more harshly. I go
a lot more. The before, the during, the after,
exactly.
the after.
Exactly. Does how
he looks for flaws within the diamond?
Yeah,
we all do.
It's like, here's the criteria for me in match of the year. The bell to bell. How is the actual wrestling? Were there any botches? Were there not botches? Were the spots good? Did they make sense? All this and that.
Commentary.
Then the storyline, which goes into commentary, the build to the storyline. How good was the build? Did I want to see this match? And when the match happened, was the psychology of the match lining up with the build? And then historical significance coming out of the match. Did this affect the rest of the year? Did we still have other feuds come out of it and say, oh man, back in SummerSlam, this and this happened, and because of that, we're having this match at Survivor Series. Like, was it fucking relevant?
The reason Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada 3 won match of the year, part of Abel's answer was that shit was the talk of the year. It's the feud started in January.
And it was the end of the feud.
And it ended in August. It went through 8 months. And what happened after that, the significance, the rivalry was so fucking good. Jericho wanted in on it. And Jericho went over to New Japan. And people were soaking up Kenny Omega. And it put both the guys on the next level. And it just, so that's how from his criteria as far as what led him to pick Okada versus Omega over Arnold's match of the year. His was Tyler Bate versus Pete Dunne. He literally called it perfection. Mm-hmm. I was the tiebreaker. I picked that one.
Yeah.
So yeah. But the
reason,
so we all have our methods. He has his. I have mine. Arnold has his. Normally during the week, it is the three of us. If we each think that was the best match of the week, then we all put our hands in together. And if we all agree that it deserves to be on match of the year, it does. Sometimes we have one that doesn't pick it or whatever. The reason Abel's match of the week is this one is because he hasn't seen the tag match yet, even though he does have the link. He does have my subscription to New Japan. And he has said as soon as possible, he's going to watch it. So there's still a chance this match might not be on the list if he doesn't agree with it.
That is true. I could
we could take this off if he doesn't agree. Yeah. If he agrees, then that means his match this week is not from 205. It is the then we already know what Arnold and my decisions are. If you agree that it's match of the year, we keep it on there as a candidate. And if not, we take it off. So it's not official. So you're not going to see it on our Facebook page yet, but hopefully within the next week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks, depending on what WrestleMania brings, but that's going to be on his plate. And if there's one person that reminds all the fuckers on this show what's on their fucking plate, it's this guy. And he is aware that we have had several listeners for quite some time saying that we need to dabble in some New Japan. And they have my subscription and my password and my username, so there really isn't no excuse except time. So hopefully we'll find the time. It's about 45 minutes.
The match itself was 45 minutes?
Not just the match. Oh. The link on the link that I shared with you doesn't show the aftermath. Because I know that's part of your match of the year stuff, and I want you to take it all in. Okay. Because that's probably going to be the cherry on top that pushes you over the edge to make you keep this on.
Because that was part of the reason why I was arguing against Bate versus Dunn. Because after Bate versus Dunn,
the UK division didn't exist.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Until the third match in December.
Yeah, it was like a really badass match, and then that was it for the rest of the year. Like, nothing else came of it. So,
anything from NXT worth mentioning before we go home?
Oh, fuck, we haven't even talked about NXT. Okay, dude, go back to the notes there.
Gargano coming out of the crowd and beating the shit out of Ciampa.
Okay, so he's not employed anymore, but he showed up, and all right. I mean, it's kind of hard because, I mean, I did watch this past week's episode halfway through before you got here because it happened beyond when I finished the other one, and then you showed up. So it's like I kind of know what happens from there, but I was like, all right. I guess that's it.
How about Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne?
I was surprised that Pete Dunne was Roderick Strong's tag team partner. I kind of want to say I don't give a shit, even though they won. Were robbed because they were an actual legitimate tag team that have a backstory. We actually saw the birth of their team come out of them having 3 badass back-to-back matches that ended with them beating the shit out of each other, but then having respect enough for each other.
I think they were the one not one the other. We never had the rubber match.
Oh, is that what?
And it's recent, but there is you have history you can pull from. They've had this match at fucking NXT Takeover here in Houston, and after that, we haven't really seen Strong and Dunn except Strong saving Dunn from getting jumped from the Undisputed Era, and that's how the respects get formed.
But see, that's like when you ask, what is a so-and-so? What is a so-and-so? This team actually has backstory. We watched the team become a team. We kind of like the Bar. Like, to me, they're not just, a mishmash team thrown together. There's reason why. There was the seven match series. They were fighting in a bar. Then whoever the general manager was at the time, was it Foley? Said, hey, you guys kicked each other's ass. Why don't y'all team together? And then they
the best of 7 series that went to 8.
Yeah, and then they kind of tried to team, and then they didn't like each other, and then they did. Like, there's progression, there's character development there. That's the same thing going on with Lorcan and the Birch. But then they go and lose the fucking first round to a mishmash team that just out of nowhere, one's a heel, one's a babyface, and they just stuck them together. It's bullshit.
Here's the only defense I'll give you to try to calm you down.
Okay.
How do you think we got DIY? Do you remember?
Actually, no, I don't.
William Regal put them both together in this tournament.
Oh, from 2 years ago, right? Okay.
So they're trying to see if that magic works again with Strong and Dunn.
Yeah.
The reason why I like this is because of the situation. We got one of the Undisputed Era hurt. Mm-hmm. We have story that shows the Undisputed Era tried to recruit Roderick. He said no. Pete Dunne. We've seen him wrestle enough on WWE television to know that he's kind of a dick, and he will turn his back on you the moment he gets. So what if Roderick Strong beats him to the punch, and he turns and joins Undisputed Era?
That would be interesting, but that is a what if.
Yeah.
As of right now, no, sorry, I don't like it. Because I would have much rather seen the
1-2 punch.
Yes, 1-2 punch. The fucking
That's not the official name. I just made that up. It could work.
The muffin that you had in the oven for longer than this. Like, give me the muffin that you mixed in front of me, and you made
with
me
the
lick,
blueberries.
You made
and
me
the
lick
milk.
the bowl before you put it in the oven, and you put it in the oven, and you
Strong and Dunn is raw still, huh?
Yeah, it's still raw, and I don't know if you're putting the right ingredients together. You're not following a recipe. You're just kind of winging it. Like, no, man.
This blueberry is red.
Yeah, like what's wrong with this here? Like, this might come out okay. I want that one that I know is good.
Okay.
You gotta butter up the muffin tin. I saw you butter up the muffin tin, but with this one you
See,
just kind of.
now I'm waiting for the show to be over so I can get some fresh donuts at Shipley's because they glaze them in the chocolate for me right after they come out from the glaze when they're like baked and like fried and everything. And yeah, you fucker, you already got me hungry.
You know we're right next to the Krispy Kreme too, right?
So Adam Cole beat Cassius Ohno. Shocker.
Oh no.
Yeah. Anything else from NXT?
Cassius Ohno needs to wear pants.
It's not Spanx because Spanx are like the pants, right? What's this? Or is this the Spanx that y'all?
That's all Spanx.
Okay,
Spanx
Spanx.
is a name brand.
KO needs Spanx.
Shit, I need
The
Spanx.
reason why I'm not looking as fat right now is because I was wearing 2 black shirts and a black jersey. Cassius Ohno needs like 5 layers of black Spanx.
I'm wearing a gray shirt was not good for me today. Holy fuck.
Well, not when you go like that. What happened, man? I thought you were working to lose weight. You were eating healthy. Well, have you been sitting at the desk too much at work? You're not on the truck?
No. I've picked up the slack for all the shit that Randy can't eat now.
Oh.
I'm the garbage disposal.
Oh, you're the Hoover. You just suck it all in. You don't even chew. You're just like.
Wait, what? Joe Finn team for the first year. Oh, also the Joe Finn team. Yeah, okay.
Daniel Bryan and Samoa Joe.
Ooh, that'd be
What
good.
Yeah. Daniel Bryan and Samoa Joe against Sami Zayn and Kevin. Holy fuck.
Oh, oh my God. Daniel Price says that for Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne, they could be called Strong Peter. And they could have Joey Ryan as their manager.
That only works if Joey Ryan teaches them how to master the dong flip.
The dong flip. Ooh.
That's it, man. That's the show.
Yes, we're definitely ending on that. Adios, my friends. Keep it classy.
You keep doing enough of that, you'll lose all that.
Oh, yeah. This gets in the way of that. Once I lose enough weight, I'll be able to go, oh, hey, little buddy.
I
haven't seen you in a long time.
We're not going to have any female listeners for our WrestleMania pregame show. Oh, my God.
Lord.
On that note, man, let's get out this mug. See y'all next week.